Good morning, everyone. This is Thursday, January 29th. This is a milestone date for me. Today is my 50th wedding anniversary. I'm sure 50 years ago I never had any idea that we'd be together this long or even living that long, because at that age, people my age are considered really old. But we're going to go out to eat here later. We don't do a whole lot anymore. No big trips planned or anything. We have a trip later on this year, depending on COVID. So we enjoy going out to Red Lobster probably here a little later on today. But I just wanted to give you some tips on using the Curvy Bundle. A number of you have purchased the Curvy Bundle. I'm going to show you how I made this card. And there is a little knack to lining up your curves when you cut, so that, like when you're doing 2 layers, so that everything has the same curve to it. So I'm going to show you some other examples, and then I'll show you how I made this card. This is another one that I made using the black and white, and this paper is the True Love Designer Series paper. Those of you who got the paper swap would have some 6x6 of this. I did cut this out of the paper, and the words here are white embossed on black. You could do the same thing with this card and either sponge or color in your flowers to make it a different color. This is one that was in our Thinking of You swap, and that is using the bird, which there's a couple different birds on that one. The leaves, I think it's like a philodendron, and then the curvy die. Here is another one, and I believe we did this one in one of our card classes, our monthly card classes, where you can take those leaves and then color them a variety of colors. You can use markers or colored pencils for that. And then underneath, you leave a gap between the 2 pieces and then put some designer series paper under there. And this one is done on Very Vanilla. Here is another one. And these leaves actually cut out. I used the copper foil sheets for this one, and these actually cut out of that die for the leaves. Okay, and here is another one that I made. This is that textile paper, and I believe this one is also, that wood grain is also from that. Here is another one using the other curvy die with the other. There's 2 curvy die, like a strip. One has this design, the other one has those little holes. And here is another one. Okay, I'm going to have to grab something here real quick that I didn't bring along over. And that is the curvy dies, which we're going to need those. Sorry about that. Just when I always think I have everything ready for a video, I don't. So there are what the dies are like. This one goes around this big piece of viney. This, you can cut out that. There is a sprig here, which is very nice. There are 3 different little bird dies for the birds. Here is a small leaf, which I haven't even used yet. This one matches up with that sprig, and then you have your two different, and we have quite a clear there. We have your two different, this one, oh, this is where I cut out those little leaves, these copper foil leaves. I used this one that cuts out, and then this one is the one that goes with that leafy spray, I'm gonna call that, or so these are the two long ones that I'm gonna show you with this one how I lined that up. I also want to tell you about these stamps. These are the photopolymer, and when you take these off, I did see someone doing a video one day with the Christmas one. When you take these off, be kind of gentle, because they are, like, I will usually pull it very slowly and keep my fingers down close to where it's stuck onto that sheet of plastic, because this isn't extremely delicate, but you can pull it apart if it's stuck pretty tight and then you pull too hard. So that's one thing I wanted to show you. Another thing I wanted to show you with those, and I have this one ready to go for the card, You're One in a Million. So when you put these on your block, just lay it down, face down, the stamp side that you're going to stamp on down to pick it up, to keep the natural curve in there. Now, if you want to straighten it out, you can. You can work with that and get it straightened out, and that photopolymer will stick on there, and you can have a straight stamp there instead of the curvy. Now, it does work nice to use your Stamparatus with those curvy stamps. So then you would do the same thing with those. Well, you could just lay your stamp down, face down, like we did on the paper, and then you'll pick it up. So it'll keep the natural curve. All right, we're not going to use that because we're just going to do one. So I am going to put that on the block so we're ready. The Curvy Christmas, I know a number of you got that one. It is not available to be ordered anymore. But these trees, if you haven't used it yet, and you go to pull that off, there are some really skinny strips between trees. So when you pull it off of there, you want to do like I'm doing. You don't want to just get one end of it and rip it up, because some of those areas could possibly pull in too. I saw that happen on a video of when one of my friends showed using hers for the first time. Okay, so we're going to get back to this card that we're making. And this is the Field and Flower paper that you can earn free with the celebration. Celebration is going on for another month till the end of February. So you can earn that for free if you order $50 or more. And that is one of the celebration items. That pack of paper is very pretty, and I've used pieces out of it a couple times. I can just show you here real quick what is in that paper pack. I'm not going to pull it all out, but there's 2 sheets, I believe, of each. And I think they're all very pretty. I love the shades, the colors in those. and you'll probably see them again in a kit. So for this card, we have a piece of 4 1/4 by 11 cardstock, and I don't see my bone folder, so I'm going to use my finger. I don't like to do that, but it doesn't give you as sharp of a crease. I have things are quite a mess in the stamping room when you guys aren't coming for classes. That forces me. So when you use the bone folder, this angled end, if you just put that angle against there, it gives you a nice sharp crease. That is Granny Apple Green cardstock, by the way. I do have a white piece for the inside and for the front. So I'm going to show you how I did this front. This particular piece here is, I'm scanning for my ruler right now. On the back side of this is a measure. So this is 4 by 4 1/4. So the 4-inch is going to go this way. And we're going to cut our curve down here. So what we're going to do is take this, and let me slide us up a little bit here so you can see better, hopefully, what I'm doing. And my plates are extremely beat up, but we're going to try to do this. Okay, so do I still have it the right direction? This is the 4 1/4. I believe we need to have it go this way. And so I didn't really measure this too much, but what I did was put my edge of my framelit right along this edge. And then I take a piece of washi tape to hold this in place. Now, one thing with your long, anything long, like even your rectangle, framelits, I like to run them through this direction. I think I get a nicer cut, and I believe that's going to be pretty close to what we had there before. So if you run it sideways, if you want to run it this direction, your framelit can move or kind of roll as it goes through. So I like running them this way when I have anything that's long. Now let's look here. We're going to put that right there, and we're going to put our top on and run that cut through. This framelit, also I want to show you, this edge over here is the side that's going to cut. This side is going to have the holes. And we're spot on because that's how we want it. So that's another thing to look at when you're getting ready to run it through, is where do I want my design, or in this case, those little holes. And I got that a little close to the edge. Okay. I'm not going to do this total card, but I did want to give you an idea of how this goes. Okay. So there is my top. And sometimes you do have to punch a little bit out. And there is my bottom. And I did get that. For this, I kind of eyeballed how big to make this. This is 4 by 2.5. So for this piece, we're gonna kind of go in the middle. Now I'm gonna lay this down here with my other piece that I already cut. And I'm going to put the edge on there like I did the first one. And then I'm going to get it close to the angle. And there we go. There is no perfect science to this. And I kind of wing it sometimes. Especially my first time through when I do things, and then I can always patch it a little bit if it's not exactly the way I want it. So that is ready to go through. One thing about this new this cut and emboss machine, your plates have some wiggle room from side to side, so you always want to make sure things are lined up and that you have that right in the center. I have gotten it close to the edge sometimes, and I have actually shaved off the edge of my base plate. So you just need to take your time and make sure you have everything lined up. It does work very smooth, and it does make a nice cut. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side, and then we have our finished pieces. Now this washi tape will sometimes peel a little bit of your cardstock off, which is happening now, so I try to keep it off the cardstock as much as I can, but sometimes it just does, and then usually I can cover it up. Now you can see where that is going to be torn, but it is under. Okay, so here I wouldn't have had to put a whole white sheet on top, but it really is easier than trying to cut a piece to slide under there. I need to clean out those little holes. I have my dotted ribbon that I put on there that's still in the Stampin' Up catalog. In the annual one, I do really like that dotted. It goes with so many things. Okay, so once I have that all lined up and tape it down, and I'm not going to bore you with watching me do that, but then I'm going to take my Memento stamp this, you're 1 in a million, and I can do that once I have it taped down. But if I get it lined up very well and do it before I tape it down, so I want to make sure my corners are square. If I do it before I tape it down, and that looks a little bit off there as far as the width, I can always flip over my white, and you know how I am about that. I always want to stamp before I tape it down, so that's going to work out perfect. And then I'm going to go right in here with my You're One in a Million, and pretty centered from side to side, and then I'll cut a piece of dotted ribbon. If you like and comment on this video, I will give the kit for this card to someone to finish putting together. So that's the Curvy. If anybody has any questions when they get to working with their Curvy or any issues, give me a call. But sometimes it's good just to play with it a little bit and try the different cuts. Now this is the Sending Hearts add-on boxes. That was the add-on for January's Paper Pumpkin kit. I did get on to place an order today, and someone wanted this who is a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and they are still orderable. I had gotten the kit for myself, and this is what comes with it. I just wanted to show you what that's like. I did not get the January Paper Pumpkin, so I don't have the rest of the stuff that goes with it, the stamp set and so forth, but all I need to do is punch out one of these snails, and they go with the snail set that's in our January to June catalog. All I have to do is do that, maybe put a little ribbon on, and I have a nice little treat box. Now you can about see how big that is. Here's my Memento stamp pad. It's not very deep, but you could put a nice little treat in there. Piece of candy, some of that Ghirardelli, or those mini Hershey chocolate bars would fit in there. So I just wanted to show you what they're like. And let's see how many are in there. It says 1 kit. I have one already. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Must be about 20. I'd say between 18 and 20, the way I was counting. These boxes go together like this. I think at least one other person in West Creek Stampers was going to get this kit. So you could use this for other things. You would not have to use it for Valentine's Day if you need some little treats. You could even fold up money and put in there for your children or grandchildren. And so that's how that goes together. But I just wanted to show you it's $8 for that pack. I am putting in an order later on today, so if you decide you want that, try to let me know pretty early. You need to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. I have to put your email address that your Paper Pumpkin is associated with in order. It will not let you order it unless you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So if you like little boxes, though, there's other little boxes in the catalog. That Sending Love bundle has boxes that you can order to go with it. So that's all. Well, I wanted to tell you there's only till the 31st to enter the January challenge, which is to make a simple stamping card, anything, and post, and then you will get this assortment. I believe there's 20 card bases and some matching DSP that you can use to make some more cards. The February swap, I think I have like 14 people signed up for it. If you'd like to sign up for that, please let me know as soon as possible. I'm going to send out the number of cards that you need to make for that swap. I'm going to send that out on February 1st so that you know how many. The last time we had 16, so you didn't have to make quite 20 cards. So, but the theme is animal, and that can be an animal, a bird, a tame animal, a wild animal, fish, turtle, whale, whatever falls into non-human category for that. And you can use a sentiment of your choice. The Sweet Grace Ministry has all they need as far as Mother's Day cards for this year, but they are accepting any Mother's Day cards that we want to make for them. What they really would like now, though, if you have a stamp that says praying for you, thinking of you, they are still taking those all year round. They're taking the Mother's Day all year round. I think anything that is donated, they appreciate very much. And our group has donated. We have donated, let's see here, I did put it in the email I sent. We have donated 173 cards from West Creek Stampers, and I am really proud of you guys. I think you all have gotten into making cards here with the swaps and with the Sweet Grace. So have a wonderful weekend. Stay warm and stay safe. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.